Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford on Bagley. We are in the area of Old New Henford today, and we're back at the Hamlet of Whittington. Last time we furnished the interior of the village store itself. Today we're getting upstairs and furnishing the small studio flat above. So let's get into game and let's make a start. Happy Friday, my darlings, and welcome back to Let's Build the World. And here we are. Here we are back at the village store for the final time today. We are getting up into the studio flat and furnishing this. I've put some lights on, I've put some wallpapers on, I've put some floorings on. So, as I've said before, we're just going to go for something that looks a little bit more modern, something kind of IKEA-ish. We're going to go for that today. And I just want to lay this out a bit nicer, to be honest with you. I'm unsure where I want everything to go properly just yet. I'm thinking about having the kitchen here. As soon as you come in, the kitchen's going to be kind of like in a line there. And then that utilizes this space over here quite well then. That's my vibe with that. I think having the bedroom around here would be the best way to go. I think I'm going to use a Murphy bed in here as well. Let me pull that out first, actually, just so we can get our kind of bearings going around, you know. We're going to do everything together today as well. So, yeah, do I want to put it in against the wall, or do I want to kind of have a little separating moment like I've just done there? I think that could be kind of interesting, actually. It would only, like, it would mean that you would have to shuffle along for the bed and whatnot, but I think I'm going to do that, you know. Because what I could do is pop this down to here, like that. Let me just bring you out a little bit further, please, my love. Just a smidgen, there we go. And that kind of acts as a separating moment then. Wondering if I could get a desk behind this. That could be a vibe. Is it going to be too close to the kitchen though? Maybe not. I think we might be okay unless we use like a single tile and have like the chair coming from this way. And then that's making that space a little bit clever there as well. That could be a vibe. And then I'm thinking maybe living room this way, because I could put the sofa like facing the window. Again, that's kind of separating off that area there too. And then have a dining room here. Yes. Decided to kind of like expose the wall as well. It's the same as this one outside, but I've just made it a little bit brighter, but I still think it looks nice and matching, so I'm happy with that. Yes, I am indeed. Using the new tiles as well from that new bath kit. I absolutely love that new bath kit. I think it's stunning. I really do. The sleek bathroom, beautiful. Some of my favorite bathroom bits are in that now, so I think we'll utilize that in there as well. Utilize. That is what we're doing today. Yes, we are indeed. Right, okay. Let's do this then. So, living room, we want to go for a modern looking sofa as well. So maybe just something very nice and classic looking. And by classic, I mean this kind of vibe. You know, just beautifully shaped. That's what I mean. I don't probably mean classic. So maybe if I can put you there. Oh, that's a nice bit of room there, actually. I could afford to even come in a little bit further. In fact, I could go in a little bit further like that. Well, no, because I do want to get some kind of wardrobe in here. What I was probably going to do, if I could, is maybe put the wardrobe behind the sofa. Let's try that as well. We're going for weird layouts today by the looks of things. And do you know what? Let's give it a go, as far as I'm concerned. If I could use, like, put you here. This might mean I'll have to use, like, multiple lights. I've just put this one in here for now. I'm going to change the colour of the sofa as well. I'm not really happy with that. Yeah, but I think this one here needs to be in a little bit more of a semi-matching tone. I do believe we're going to need to come in just a little bit more here. Just around about there. And then if I can get you to there. That kind of like... I know it's a studio, but that kind of gives me a feeling of this room being separated off quite nicely. I could even go back a bit further there as well. Don't worry about the light just yet. We'll sort that. Don't you worry. Do you know what? It's strange, but for some reason I don't hate it. We could even make this part of the fixtures and maybe hang a painting on top of it, or a picture of some kind. And as nice as that is, I just don't see the reason of having a Murphy bed now. You know, because there's room there for a bed. I like the separation that this is giving off, but it's just not working. Maybe what I could do instead is put in a normal bed. I might even... I'm going to keep it in that same position so it kind of faces this way. Let's get it right into the wall. Because then I think what I'm going to do is put the wardrobe behind the bed. So it gives us that feeling still of what we had with that Murphy bed. Yes, I like it, but I still think we need to have separation over this side somehow. Maybe I could have said add in a wall piece. Like around here. Just one single wall piece. I mean, the lighting is going to make that look awful. So maybe actually some dividers. I wonder if we could use these cleverly in some way. If I could put one there. I mean, I could do another two, to be honest with you. In fact, one more. And maybe fill in the gaps. Let's just hope we can balance this out well. I think I prefer that. It just gives a feeling of separation into there, doesn't it? Yes. Okay. I'm happy with that. And I think we could still fit a desk in here. A small one at least, but we could still fit one in. I'm happy with that, I am. Do I want to face the bed this way? I think we should. I think we should face the bed that way. And I think what I'm going to do is bring this one right to the edge here now. And just hide that bed as much as possible. I think that could work, don't you? I wish I could hear people going, yes, yes. And the others that would say no, I'd be like, get out. No, I wouldn't. I can take constructive criticism. Something I've learned to do from YouTube, actually. I was always one of these people that if I was... if I was criticized for something or someone didn't like something, I always took it really personally. I was like, oh, I'm a Virgo. You know, then nothing more needs to be said. I was always like, oh, they hate it. But some people just have differing tastes and whatnot. Some people have no taste, you know? They're out there. But YouTube really helped me with that. Like, speaking to so many people over the years, all of different tastes and stuff. And thoughts and things like that, you know, it really helped me. Yeah, I think that could work there with a chair here, computer up there. I do believe we could do that. Okay, it's going to be a very small dining table here, though. I could even, no, I was just about to say we could even put a dining table here. We'll see what happens. We'll get the kitchen in and we'll see what happens with that. But that is definitely the right desk. I love that desk. Stunning. I also forgot to say, last in one of the comments said that the fruit and veg could be perishables. They completely were. All of the big ones were perishables. These ones here that I filled up already, we've got tomatoes and spinach and everything now. These ones aren't, they won't perish at all. They'll just stay as they are. They could stay frozen in time unless Sims come in and start eating them or planting them everywhere. But yeah, I'm happy. So thank you for your lovely comments last time as well. I appreciate you all. I really do. There's a bigger gap in the middle there, but I think I'm just going to allow it. I'm just going to allow that. It's fine. Right. I think the best thing to do now is to start getting the kitchen in. We'll start getting the kitchen in because I want this to flow properly. And having a kitchen in, which is an important thing, will really help out with spatial awareness. I think using the new kitchen in here as well. But I think we'd probably want to stick with something that kind of matches in with the tones and stuff we're going to use in here, which are going to be very neutral, but very lifted, very light and neutral. I think that one there matches in really well with everything else. I'm going to keep the sofa that color as well. I was going to darken this place down, but I'm not doing it. Kieran's got some good taste. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go to there. Get a sink, a work, yep, and then I'll just do an end piece there like that. Which in turn, that's probably enough room for some kind of dining table. It'd probably only be able to house 2 chairs, but that's fine. We can absolutely fit that in. Okay, stunning. So, matching oven, please, if you will. I never know what matching oven to put in with what kitchen I put down, but I'm sure that's the right one, isn't it? Yeah. And then, obviously, matching fridge, fridge. Thank you. Lovely. We'll put the sink on this one, and they can work from that one there. And I will do some cupboard space in here as well, just because storage is probably needed in this place, to be honest. So if I go you all the way across, we'll miss out you. We'll go to there, and then I'll put on a little end piece. I wish that they had a smaller bloody end piece here. So sometimes there's a little trick that you can do with this, where you can put on the corner piece. And if it's not going where you want it to, it does like every now and again. I think what you do is hold down Alt and then use the kind of pointed bracket key. Yeah, so you can flip it side by side then, look. Just a little guide from you. One of you lovelies taught me that as well. I never knew that. And it was really helped when cupboards are just a little bit too big and whatnot. Right, are you going to go in the right position before I slap you? Yes, there we go. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, stunning, stunning. Cracking on, darlings. Is this the right one? Oh, I think I've used the wrong cupboard up there. Actually, I prefer that one there anyway, so I'm just going to use this one. Stunning. Absolutely gorgeously stunning. And then you, which is definitely the wrong colour, can come back in and join the party. Lovely job. And then we can use that matching of stove hood. And then flop this one in as well. I like you when you hit that perfectly there. Because why? Because Virgo. That's why. Okay, with a bin maybe here. Unless I put the bin by the front door. That could work, actually. That could definitely work. Let's get you in. The jaunty bin of dreams. Jaunty? Okay. That one matches in with the floor the best. It really does. We've gone for a bit of an orangey tone wood in here on the floor, which I like in this space. I think it works. I'm going to use this. I'm doing it. Let's put a bin right by the door there. Yeah, fabulous. Okay, so I've got the kitchen in. Let's get that all-important dining table in then, see if we can actually fit that in here as well. Don't know what I want to use in here dining table-wise, so let me have a little goose. What about if we go for a circle vibe? Oh, we could actually just put the dining table right in against the wall there. And then that frees up this lovely channel that comes down into the living area. I think I'm happy with that. With some, like, bloody hell, I nearly breathed in a bloody lung then. What, breathed in a lung? We'll go with that today, whatever. What about if I used more along the lines of these? Oh, yeah, this chair works in here. In that swatch as well. Yeah, great. I mean, I could do a table of 3, really, but I'm not going to. Not going to do that. Just keep it as a table of 2. Simplify, and it looks lovely. Pushed up against the wall there. Beautiful job. Okay. Now, this is where not going to struggle, but I do want to get a TV in here. The only problem is this is the perfect place to have a TV. It really is. Because we've got this wall space here, but I just don't think it's going to work because of where the sofa is. It needs to be here. So with that being said, is there anything stopping me from putting a central chimney on this and having a fireplace there? Let's have a look at the chimney first. I think the chimney's going to look a bit stupid being in the middle, but I'm going to trial it anyway. Makes the house look like a fucking unicorn. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think we can do that. No, sadly, there's not going to be any kind of chimney in this place. So instead, what I'm going to put here is a radiator. Let's use one of the big boys. Plop you into space there. Okay, yeah, that's better. Lovely. So at least this space will get nice and warm easily. Gorgeous. I'm just looking for any other space I could put another one, but we don't really need to. It's fine. This will heat up the room. So with that being said, back to the TV. I don't like when the TV covers the window, but sometimes that has to happen, especially with the size of these buggers. Shame we can't use this, really. That is a real shame we can't use this. Not in that colourway. Something more along the lines of that. Oh, it does look really nice in this space. Can we just pop it there and just like have like a bit of an angle where we need to watch TV? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, I could move the desk. I could put the desk down here instead. I don't think I want the desk entrance from there, though. I think having it that way would work. If I put the desk there, the sofa there, that's going to allow me to use this here, and I do want to use that. And I think what I'm going to do is use 2 of these radiators. I'm just going to size each of them down with a tool mod by a 0.1. So let's get you and you, and we'll go down to a 0.9. I just think they just look a little bit too big here. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Then we've got 2 radiators then as well. Radiators? Why? How did I say it like that? Radiators. There we are. Yeah, perfect. Stunning, gorgeous, cover girl. She's a winner. She's the diamond. All of the above, you know? Maybe giving them a laptop rather than a desktop. I think I want to do that. And I think I'll go for that new fancy one. Where are you? There you are. The new fancy laptop going on there. Yes, we'll do that one. And we'll put a lovely light here as well. But before we put the light in, why don't we go ahead and put in this chair from the comfy, what's it called? The comfy gamer pack. I think that's very nice. That matches in very well down there. Screaming out for a plant behind here. So that is indeed what I'll do. Now back to getting a light here. Let's just go for this really simple table lamp. I think that would work really nicely there actually. And I think what I want to do behind here now that we've got this space here, is put in a floor lamp there. Might even go for this one here and bring a bit more of that black accent that we've got from the door and other little bits around onto here as well. I was going to do multiple lights in here, but I don't think I need to now that I've moved the wardrobe and stuff. I think that light can stay exactly where it is, to be honest. Unless we move this into the living area. Let's put it a little bit more there, like that. Yes. Oh, there were plenty of... This was... I have to say this. I completely forgot about this. There were lots of you saying that this was unbalanced. And I know exactly what you mean. But there was a thought process behind this, I promise. This is balanced down into the room below. If I put it into the middle here, it's not balanced down into the room below. You know, where everything is down there, that is a much nicer spot for it. There were many of you absolutely in tethers over that there, but I promise you there was thoughts behind why that light was there. How long ago was that? And I'm only just getting around to explaining it now. Well, there you go. It's been explained. You're welcome. Bedroom. We do need a mirror in here. Now that we're talking about mirrors, why not put one in, you know? I think I'm going to go for that one. Is that wood or is it like metal? Never really know. I'm just going to say it's wood. And then I can fit it right there like that. Lovely. Do we get an overhead light in here? Or do we just go for a lamp in here? I think we'll just go for a lamp and a nice bedside table. I think that's what we're going to do. Is there a dresser small enough for there? No, I don't think there is. What about you? Will you fit in there? No, you're just a little bit too big. That's a shame. Yeah, not the vibe. I mean, the end tables are not going to be much smaller, are they? Because what? Because they're the size of a planet themselves, you know? Speaking about planets, did anybody see those rich women go up into the spaceship? Honestly, I thought it was satire. I really thought it was satire. I really did. I mean, I'm sorry if you're a fan of Katy Perry. And I'm just going to leave the sentence there. I'm really sorry that you're a fan of Katy Perry. Because I find them insufferable, to be honest. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to leave that there. Oh, there's going to be people fuming with me. But, you know, we all like different things, don't we? I won't judge you, I promise. Right, we also need a lamp in here as well. What about going for this one? Oh, that works. Yes. What colours do you come in? Can we go for a little bit of a softer vibe? There we go, look. Beautiful. Oh, I like that. There is a bit of space here that I could put something in. Maybe like some kind of like pillow or ottoman. That's nice. I've not used that before either. That could be a vibe. Or we could do a stool. When I say stool, it makes me laugh because, you know, stool, poo. It's that vibe, isn't it? We could just do a nice big poo in here. Or we could use this gumdrop. Or we could do this and put one of these in here. I think that's winning for me, but it's just going to be a bit of a squidge. I think that one. Nah, yeah, I think it will be. We'll get rid of the pillows. I'm going to flop you in here as well. Kieran's got lovely taste, I must say so. I think that's a bit too big now. What about if I tucked it a little bit like that? I think we should go back to the drawer and go back to what we had, the pillows. I think that's fine. We'll flop these down here, and then they can sit down on that. What a lovely sentence that was. Really nice. Now, we definitely need some lights in the kitchen. So, sticking with the kind of black accents we've got going with the lights, what about just a nice couple of spotlights like this one? And just doing a couple of these in. Obviously, I'm going to size these down because they're massive. I really hate the spotlight they give off. Do you know what I mean? I really don't like it. What about using these instead then? These ones here. In the actual black. Is that black or is it green? I think it was green. This one's the black. Let me see this. Yeah, that door should open there fine. I can do one there, one there. Let me see you. Yeah, but I think they just hang a little bit too low. And I love me some low hangers. But I think that one was just a little bit excessive. So yeah, we'll pop them in. That's better. That's much nicer, that is. Okay, lovely. So let's finish off this kitchen. I want to put a sink in for starters. We're going to go for the matching sink, which I have no idea which one it is. I think it could be that one. Beautiful job. And I see him as a bit of a coffee drinker. So maybe putting in a nice coffee machine as well in here would work out kind of nicely. Yes, and let's be safe here as well. So let's get in some alarms. I'm going to pop in smoke alarm. We'll flop you. I'm going to pop you up here. So you're kind of like out the way, but you're still going to work, you know? A burglar alarm? A purple burglar alarm. Now, I'm not taking the piss. My friend's Scottish, and I always try and make her say it. And then I take the piss out of her. But let me just say, Scots are some of my favourite people. And probably my number 2 favourite accent in the world is a Scottish accent. Number 1 is well, I think I've told you this before, a southern US accent. Like a proper southern belle. I don't know what it is about that accent. It's just for me, it really is. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I might even bring in a bit of this as well. A bit of this. Size you down, love. Spin you around. The words of Kylie Minogue. And then I'm going to pop you there like that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, gorgeous. Feeling it. I'm feeling a plant either side here, I think. So let's start off with this side here. Let's put a nice plant in this area. Can I get you in there? Or will you be a little bitch? No, you will. You're fine. I can even move you in a bit further, actually. Get that plant going there. I was going to change the... Oh, I am. I was just about to say, I was going to change the pot colour until I looked at my other monitor. There we go. That's better. Yes. Nice big bit of art up here. Well, not even big, just a nice bit of art. I see he's a bit of a ladies' man, so he would have a pair of lovely legs put on the wall, wouldn't he? I think I'm going to like make it directly above the dining room table like that. And we'll keep that black accent. I think that's nice. Yeah. I'm not going to do any rugs in here either. Well, maybe one. Maybe just one in the bedroom, so it's a little bit comfy when he gets out of the bed. Maybe. We'll see what happens there. Now, I would have loved to have had a coffee table in this living room, but I'm just thinking it might be a bit of a squidge. Even the small one that I was planning on using, this one, I think it could be just a little bit of a squidge to get it in here. Oh, I don't know. I reckon they could get around that. Yeah, easily. Yeah, and they'll still be able to get and use this here as well then. Yes, lovely. I had someone say, why do you say is well? And I don't know. I think it's just the dialect from where I'm from, the West Country. Instead of saying as well, we say is well. I don't know why. As well. I don't know why as well. Why is it this gone weird, the floor texture here? Can anybody see that? It's got a little like weird line going through it there. I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, lovely. Okay, well, here comes the rug. I think I'm going to use this one. Just flop it like there. Oh, that's very nice. This is a very nice space. I do enjoy it. I really thought we were going to struggle at trying to fit everything in here, but I think how we've laid it out and the shape of this has really like worked in our favour. And I'm bloody for that. I really am. I was going to put a stereo in, but this has got everything on it, including a bookcase. I don't even need to do a bookcase either. So I'm not going to bother. I think we should put a rug here. Maybe just a circle rug, though. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. Oh, maybe I should use this one in here and size it up. Oh, yeah, that does look nice. Tiny little rug, though, that, isn't it? What about if I did that in a 1.3? Still a bit too small. Let's go for a 1. Well, let's go 1.5. Yeah, I think that could work. And then that would fit in there really well, just off to the side of the bed, look. Je ne sais quoi faire. Absolutely je ne sais quoi faire today, darlings. So, going back to the drawing board, getting this in and flopping this just underneath of here. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That works for me, and I hope that it works for you. I think what I want to do here is hang a plant from the ceiling, and it's obviously going to be this one here. I wonder how many times I've used this plant. I would love to know what object I've used the most in the 10,000 hours I've got in Sims 4. Do you know that's a year of my life? That makes me feel sick. That really does. I've 10,000 hours in the Sims 4. Bloody hell. But saying that, this is my kind of job, you know, and it has been for the last 5 years. So everyone spent a lot of time in their jobs too. That's just crazy. But hey, there we are. I'm happy with this all. I think this all looks marvellous. I don't think we've missed anything out. He's got everything that he's going to need. It looks new. It looks smart. It looks fresh. I think he's going to be very happy here. So with that being said, let's get in to the bathroom. I'm going to use the new bathroom set in here. I think it would really work. You can obviously see I've used the new tiles. I've already said that. Did it come with a new shower? I can't remember. Oh, it did. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that one. You know, this is probably like going to be... I'm going to probably use this even more than my custom content that I've got, because I love the plug hole. I actually did forget what it was called then. I had to pause for a little bit. Yeah, I think this all needs to be black accent though. So I think that's the vibe that we need to go for in here. Do I want to put a shower in here as well as a bath? I think we're going to struggle fitting everything in. I mean, what I could do is I could put the shower in that position there. We could put the toilet here. I'm not the biggest fan of the toilet, I won't lie. I would have just preferred it without this like back base on it, you know, like that. I wonder if that would still work if I do it like that. Let's try. We're going to trial it. We're going to test it. Do we want to go for black accents in here? Do you know what? I think I preferred it in that kind of softer colour. Maybe we should just go as soft as possible in here. Just go for a bit of a grey vibe. I think that could work. Okay. And then we're going to use the new bath, obviously. Even though I do really like this one here as well. That goes really nicely with the toilet. But it is this one, isn't it? Oh, excuse you. This one. Actually, I do think I'm going to use the other one, you know. I think I'm going to use this one. I am. I'm going to do it. We're mixing things up today, darlings. Oh, how exciting for all of us. And we're going to put in the sink as well, aren't we? Which I have to say is beautiful. This sink is just stunning. It really is. Yes, lovely. I'm a bit worried about this looking a bit squished in here. I'm a bit worried about it looking a bit squished. It needs to be a bigger vibe for all of this stuff. So I think I'm going to let go of the bath, sadly. It's too big. It's too big for this room. I think this is what we're going to do. Let's get all of the sleek bathroom stuff out, shall we? Because I know we've got a glass partition now, which I'm really keen on using as some kind of window. I just think that would look great. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Right. Do I put this over here? I think I should do you there. We're going to pop you somewhere else. In fact, maybe I could. I'm getting so distracted. Maybe we could use you in here. Match that in like that. And then I could put that in there instead. You know? Ah, the only problem with that. What about if I did that? No, it's not vibing in here. It's too small. Too small of a room. But this kit pack, by the way, I know I've said it, but it's gorgeous. It really is stunning. I'm going to get you into there. Yeah, definitely one of my favourites out of all the kit packs that we've had. Door opens this way. Straight ahead onto the toilet. That will be fine, yes. I'll keep that back on there now. Am I using the wrong colour here? Do I need to go softer in this room? I think we might do, you know. I think we need to go for a bit of a gold accent in here. Gold! Maybe if I like flopped it there. Yeah, I think it just softens it down a little bit. Gonna do it. Gonna do the gold. We did have new towels. Of course we did, Aiden, you silly bum. Let's get a little towel rail going there. What else can we put in here? Is this on a shelf? No, but we can get it on a shelf because there is a shelf. What about if I put the shelf there? Get the plant on top. Yes, that's very cute. Love this plant, by the way. We've needed a plant like this forever. So I'm so happy to see that in the game. Toothbrushes and all of that business. Do I want to use this mirror in here? Yeah, let's do it. We're going to use everything in here, to be honest with you. The new toilet roll holder as well, which I love. Very, very nice. Do you want to use you? Maybe in the shower. Let's do that. Flop you up to there like that. In fact, let's put the new toilet roll plunger into here as well. What, toilet brush? Toilet brush. Sorry. Is this usable with laundry day? This hamper? Does anyone know? Yeah. Beautiful. Well, there we have a smashing bathroom. One thing that we do need to do is put in some blinds. It would have been nice to have a little pair of blinds with that kit pack. It really would have. Let's use this one though. Yeah, beautiful. Stunning. We're done. We are done for today, my loves. We are absolutely done. Let's have a little goosey gander in, shall we? Let's have a little look around the shop first as well. We've got the shop in here. Very nice. All bits and bobs. I will make sure to put some stuff in there. Don't you worry. Lovely job. Got everything all stacked out, ready to go. Yeah, it feels like a village store to me. Then we've got the little staff room in here as well. Beautiful job. Got everything they're going to need. Little locker, little toilet in here as well. Come out through this way. You come up the stairs here. Get that roof line going. I did change the little sofa we had out there as well for dining table and chairs. I just thought having this with this view just works out a little bit better. It's a little bit nicer, isn't it? And then we've got this little balcony. And then you come straight into the little studio here. Oh, I must say, I do enjoy it. Yes, indeed. Little bedroom area around there. Got your wardrobe. Beautiful. Little living area. What a cute little space. Yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's worked out really nicely, actually. So this is where we're going to leave. Oh, look at the bathroom. How dare us. How dare us indeed. And then we got the bathroom. That's very nice. That's very nice. I do enjoy that bathroom. Lovely job. Well, there we are, my loves. We are done for today. Now, I have got something for you to help me out with. We're going to be building a florist next time. Let's go to where the florist actually. Let's go to where the florist is going to be. Oh, where are we? I've lost my bearings. It's this way. This way through here. This is where the florist and the house is going to be. The florist, I think, is going to be a single-story building. And I'm going to do a double-story building to the next of it that kind of has like this coach house kind of over the top of it. So the residential area is going to be a little bit bigger, if you know what I mean. I think I'll do some kind of alleyway or something as well. I don't know. Don't know how we're going to go about it just yet. But I know that's what I'm going to build. Now, I want you to give me some Sims. I told you you were going to be helping me out with this save file. And I would like you to create a group of Sims that are going to be living in this space. Obviously, one of them needs to be a florist. Maybe even more of them can be florists. It doesn't really matter. It can be a family. It can be a group of friends. I want you to try and be as inclusive as you possibly can to everybody out there, especially us folk in the minorities out there. I would really love to see some minority folks in this space. And I would love you, lovelies, to help me out with it. I really, really would. So a maximum of 3 Sims. I don't want any more than 3 Sims there in this family. And I want you to pop it up onto the gallery for me. And I'm going to be picking the Sims that I'm going to be using by Wednesday. Because by the Thursday, I'm going to have them in the game and they're going to be moving in. And I want you to just put a short little blurb of their descriptions, their names and stuff, and their backstory and things on the gallery itself so I can read through them all. So that's what I really want you to do. I want you to help me out with it. Obviously, you don't have to join in with this. I just thought it would be fun for you lovelies to have some of your Sims in this save file. So they're going to be living in this house. It's going to be a 2 to 3 bedroom house, 3 bedroom maximum, obviously. And they're all going to have their own jobs, whether or not they're going to, 2 of them are going to be florists or in that career, or 3 of them, or they all are, or 1 of them is. It's up to you. It can be a family. It can be anything that you want. But I just, as I said, I just want you to be as inclusive as possible. I really do. That's very important for this. And I will pick them by Wednesday. Now, you're going to be needing to put these Sims under this hashtag. Bumpkin Sim. All one word with the hashtag. It's that simple. And I'm going to be checking them through every single day next week until Wednesday, where I'm going to pick my favorite and get them into the game. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, my loves. I really appreciate you. I hope you all have the most marvelous weekends, and I will be back on Tuesday with another video. Goodbye.